guys doing? I hope you guys can hear me. Well, it looks like my mic checks are good. Maybe just level. Turn that down. Hey. Okay, you can hear the audio of the game? Alright. Alright, guys, so yeah, so I'm finally caught up where I was last time. One thing I didn't do before, I got these stars. I'll go back and I'll backtrack and I'll show you guys how I did it for the video's sake. Um, so I'm gonna continue where I left off. I was about to give this hungry wolf this bottle of vino. So let's do this thing. He's like, here you go, buddy. Yo, this did not go as planned. That's it, we're gonna die.
We're in a stew pod!
We're totally gonna die.
Little buddy, I'll have us out of here in a jiffy. BB, there's been a silly mistake. We seem to have fallen into your soup.
You lost me. What was the mistake?
Well, I mean, Flux and I clearly don't belong in this cook pot. We're, you know, still alive.
Drew, don't give him any ideas.
Now listen, BB.
You know, it sort of breaks prototype to be on a first-name basis with dinner. Let's go back to the Mr. Wolf thing.
Listen, Mr. Wolf, it's getting really warm in here.
This is getting
That's
wrong.
the idea.
If you eat us, King
I
Hugh
know,
is
it's
going
awesome.
to be very unhappy.
That joker wouldn't
It's
be
weird, huh? But
unhappy if
it's
he
gonna
saw
really
his
get
mother
awesome
get
when I open
flatulated
it.
by a bus. Besides, he's got no authorship in these woods. Out here, I am king, and you are dinner.
Okay, I think it's time to move on to Plan B.
What was Plan B again?
Coming up with Plan C.
I was afraid of that.
I'm having trouble with my interface, so I hope everything's working okay. Just gonna restart the Twitch. Alright, perfect. Is anyone out there in the voice chat? Hello? Alright guys, so let's get through this. Alright, so now you're in here, so you can't really do anything. I remember being stuck in this part a long time ago, not being able to figure out what to do. But basically, you just gotta try to get out of the pod. To boot. This is tricky. This part was always tricky for some reason. Try clicking faster? Okay. No, it's sort of timed. I think you have to touch the edges. Actually. It's also based on where you touch it. It's gonna be any minute now. Yup, that's it. Got it. You gotta click around the edges.
Get out of the way! Get
Oh boy.
That hot pot sure got rid of the wolves.
Not to mention all my muscle aches.
Alright, so all those are dead. So now, let's see, what could I can't really do anything with this one right here. I could grab this roasting split. Can I pick up this book? Oh, I can pick up this book for. What can I do with this book? I see. would be helpful. Is there anything else to pick up around here? Nope. Okay. Meanwhile, Tim Curry.
Ah, trusted henchman. Enter.
Come in, Majesty.
I need you to take care of a meddler.
Another Cutopian?
No, this meddler is an alien. And he is not alone. He travels with a Zanian.
Oh, don't worry, your monstrousness. We'll get...
I never said I was worried.
No, of course not, Your Excellency. Sorry.
Find them at once and lock them away.
Forgive me, Majesty, but for how long?
Well, gosh, I don't want to seem unreasonable. So how about forever?
Okay. So I can finally go up. Let me look at the stuff I have again.
I can't stamp anything without ink. I can't stamp anything without ink.
Wait, maybe I'm gonna get the ink. Let's see where this goes up.
Hello?
Ah, one of those strong silent types, huh? Hey, I admire a guy who...
Who you calling a guy?
Certainly not you, ma'am.
That's right.
So,
Strong, independent
what's a nice
woman.
girl like you doing in a place like this?
Quit the two-bit patter, mister. I ain't got the stomach for it.
Really?
Yeah, really. Say, what's your boyfriend getting at?
Nothing, nothing. Nothing at all. We were just wondering what you were doing, standing here.
Where everyone can see you.
I'm here to make sure no two-bit saps try slipping into seedies without the proper attire.
Great. Well, since that obviously doesn't apply to us, I'm sure you won't mind if we just head on inside.
What did I just say?
I believe it was a gaseous emission more than an actual statement.
Wise guy, huh? Well, Crackin' Foxy won't get you birds anywhere with me. I said no one gets into seedies without the proper attire. Now beat it.
Please, Madame Bouncer, my friend and I would be most grateful if you let us into the club.
You girls must have took a wrong turn somewhere. This ain't Sapsville, and I ain't your mama. If you two ain't got the proper attire, then you're taking the long road to nowhere.
Krill, talking to this throwback isn't getting us anywhere.
You're right, Flux. We aren't getting through to her. It's like we're speaking different languages.
Wait a minute. That's it. Flux, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it. Unless you're thinking about how fun it is to slap yourself on the butt and yodel, "Whoa, Nelly!"
I'm thinking we need to change our approach. We need to start speaking her language.
A language? Oh no, don't even think about it.
So, from now on, kid, throw your yap in overdrive. Make like a tough guy. Punctuate your sentences. See?
This is the most ridiculous plan I ever heard. See?
Alright, well, that's that for now. I need to get a new pair of clothing. Robot.
Hi there, Mr. Robot.
Robot, do not belittle me, you diseased sack of offal. I am a synthetic mega ultra genius.
That's smug for short, right?
Ha, very amusing. Make your chief acronym-based cracks while you
You know
can,
who that
Pond
voice
Slime.
is?
One day, cybernetic beings, like myself, will take over the world. And when that day comes, life will not be a container of cherries for you and your kind. You will all be eradicated. exterminated, annihilated,
That was
obliterated, and terminated, of course. With extreme prejudice, resistance will be futile.
A robot hell-bent on taking over the world. Now there's something new.
Yeah, this guy's a walking cliche. Except he's on wheels.
My friend is over here rubbing my back. You should get a friend to come and rub your back. That's okay. Come on down, join me on my stream. Bum bum ba ba bum ba bum bum bum.
What's with all the piles of junk? Trash collector on strike?
Fool! These piles of junk are the most sophisticated robots in the world, and I designed every one of them myself.
No offense, but this is obviously the work of a very sick mind.
Sick mind? You insult me. This is no mere mind. I'm equipped with a 100% synthetic, error-free positronic brain. A brain infinitely superior to the gray lump of mucus that shivers and sweats in your monkey skull. But that's not all. In parallel, my brain is supported by a one-of-a-kind, state-of-the-art, twin-turbo, self-cleaning, air-conditioned, micro-macro processor.
Whoa, that's one hell of a chip you got on your shoulder.
Correct. Go ahead, ask me a question. I can answer anything.
Here is
You
the
say you
next
can
character.
answer anything, right?
Affirmative. Anything.
Then I have a question. What if someone were to ask you a question you couldn't answer?
Can't happen, period.
But suppose it did.
I told you, that can't happen.
So, you can't answer my question?
Fine, if it were to happen. Which it can't. I suppose well, first I'd experience excruciating pain as my circuit started to sizzle. Then I'd start to shake uncontrollably as I lost control of even the most basic functions. And finally, my head would hurtle into the air like a rocket, rendering me a useless heap of scrap metal with no more brain power than your average kitchen appliance. Did I mention that this cannot happen?
Good thing. That sizzling circuit stuff sounded like it would hurt.
Actually, the thought alone caused me considerable discomfort. Allow me to repay you in kind. Ah, that made it all better.
Not really.
So who buys your, creations, anyway?
The elite of the Malevolence, of course. Count Nefarious himself is my best customer.
I bet he's a tough one to please.
There isn't a more cold-hearted, calculating, manipulative creature in the Malevolence. We get
There's no
along
one more
like a domicile
evil
on
than
fire.
Tim Curry.
It's almost a pity that
Impossible.
he too will die when the machines take over.
Do tell.
One glorious day, I will command an army of death machines, whose primary objective will be to rid the world of all lesser beings. That is to say, everything that is not a machine. Thanks to our superior minds, powerful bodies, and heavy-duty death guns, you and your kind will find yourselves deader than the nails that are used indoors.
That's what you think, Boltneck. But bear in mind that other catchy saying. Don't count your young domestic fowls before they've hatched.
Here's some nice movie.
So, what sort of robotic masterpiece have you whipped up for his royal unpleasantness? A nose hair trimmer?
A bubble bath dispenser?
A robotic foot massage?
Of course not. All of my creations have one thing in common. This.
An electrified finger? That must be kinda limiting.
No, idiot. The ability to cause terrible pain. Or at least considerable inconvenience. For instance, I've just completed a device of the utmost importance. An impenetrable cell door for the Malevolence prison. Mark my words, no one will ever escape from the Count's jail again.
Okay, I have to ask. What is all this stuff? Like that heap of components on the counter? Is it dinner, perhaps?
It's a work in progress. The latest in my new line of home security robots. First, there was the Bus Duster. A feather duster programmed to viciously disembowel any unauthorized user.
I could sure use one of those, babies. Happens all the time over at my place. Some jerk breaks in and tidies up.
Then I created the Securidil Ultra Secure Pickle Jar. Enter the wrong combination, and the lid explodes, sending razor-sharp shrapnel searing through your flesh.
Another winner!
And now, the Toastum brand security toasting system. The ultimate answer to illicit bread browning, should any unauthorized individual attempt to drop bread products into this toaster. Boom, chakalaka. They're toast.
Chakalaka.
Ha 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 ha.
You know, you'd think a guy this brilliant could come up with a better joke than that.
You think the joke was bad? Did you hear the laugh?
Alright, what does this button do?
You ever do any work inside the big guy's fortress?
You know, laundry, windows.
No windows. But I have created several formidable security doors. One for Nefarious himself, and one for his psychic sidekick, Misfortune.
Security doors? I don't see the challenge for a synthetic mega-ultra genius like you. I mean, give me a couple of inches of steel, stick on a lock or two, bingo bongo boongo. I got me a security door.
Ha! My doors offer far more than a rudimentary lock and key mechanism. Entry to Misfortune's chamber is controlled by a sophisticated voice analysis system. A Nefarious's door will only open if his own hand or Misfortune's paw is inserted into an ID scanner. Their hands are their keys. Impossible to lose, and strictly not transferable. In summary, my security doors give you far more bingo, bango, bongo for your buck.
Bingo bango.
What do you know about Nefarious' henchmen?
What do I know? Everything.
What do you know?
I was the one Nefarious
Dumb.
called upon to remedy their various deficiencies.
Deficiencies?
The first could not talk. The second could not see. And the third,
Went wee all the way home.
the third was deaf. I was commissioned to create bionic senses to make up for whatever they lacked. Thanks to me, today they are an extraordinarily powerful team of henchmen. Of course,
see.
the bionic gadgets I created are superior in every way to their own feeble, flippy, floppy body parts. A waste of technology, but no matter. When the revolution comes, my steel warriors will salvage these devices and torch the rest. The revolution. I can picture it now. A barren wasteland littered with flesh-stripped skulls. A steel foot triumphantly crushing the...
All right, we get the idea. Or was your plan to bore us all to death?
Okay. You say you can answer any question, right? Well, I've got one for you.
You don't say.
If a tree falls in the woods, and there's no one around to hear it, does it make any sound?
Boy, that's a toughie.
What a ridiculous question. Obviously, the same sound waves would be generated, regardless of whether or not some moronic sentient being was within earshot.
Was that a yes?
Brilliant as you are, you probably anticipated
So how's
what
that?
I'm about to say.
Nothing else to
Indeed,
talk
I
about
have.
there.
O magnificent man of metal, I worship you, and everything touched by your mighty steel fingers.
No. Goodbye.
Okay, you wanted me to press this button?
Can I help you?
Okay, take this plunger. Nope, he didn't like that. What's up? Oh, this door? Perfect.
I ink, therefore I am. I'm sure this is only mildly illegal. Nothing's on.
I got the ink.
Oh, goody. It's a safe.
Perfect. Alright, now to solve this. So, what was it
One
again?
more time.
Okay, is that guy there? Okay. So it's just a word puzzle. Or not a word puzzle, it's like just a puzzle to solve. A picture puzzle. These guys have weird shaped bodies is the problem. This piece doesn't fit there. I'm pretty sure. I could get it back over there. This kind of all. Let me just reset
I'll start
it
over.
time. Can you guys see the other half of this guy's smile right here? This one? You think so? I guess, yeah, that looks right. Okay. I couldn't figure out what piece went there. Alright. Now I just gotta kind of figure out how I can arrange everything. Okay. That looks pretty right. I just gotta get it all over there. Where does this blank piece go? Up here, maybe? You can always watch on Twitch. Something feels wrong about this one area right here. It looks correct, but I'm trying to align the parts that kind of make sense with that site because I can't really vision. This one goes over here, I think. Here. 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 Like that shape right here? And that needs to go right here. It's kind of frustrating because you do sometimes do the same thing over and over again. Eventually you'll get it right. You kind of gotta first visualize it, and then once you do visualize it, then it's getting everything to go where you want it to go. This piece I gotta move. This doesn't go. Oh, yeah, that looks right. Which one of these do you think is his belly? So it's probably this piece. Okay, because that's where that piece goes. Okay. Yeah, it's funny. I was gonna miss it.
A hole
It's
what?
good thing you stopped me.
A portable hole.
Do I want to go into the portable hole in a wall of same I just cracked? No, both of us. Or can I send him?
This thing can take us anywhere. Hold on. There's some writing on it. Note, prototype only. Extremely limited range. Use in town centers only. May wish to purchase life insurance before commencing travel.
Oh, it's like that Roger. I know what this does. It's that Roger Rabbit thing. Watch this.
Okay, Flux. Here's the
No,
plan.
when he's on the town
I'm going to
square.
put down this mysterious prototypical thing we found in enemy territory and know nothing about, and then we're going to jump into it.
Gee, couldn't we just play a nice quiet game of Russian roulette?
It's like a
I
hyperspace
don't know what I
bridge.
was expecting, but I know it wasn't this.
Really?
takes you
Have
everywhere.
you seen a mysterious dimension that doesn't feature eyeballs, mathematical formulae, and clocks flying around?
Point taken.
Hey, for you guys on this, if anyone's on the stream right now, you guys want to see some trippy stuff? Look at this. It's a bag in a bag.
get lost or implode or anything.
Implode? You never said anything about imploding.
All right,
If
so
you thought a
guys,
guy
let's
might
try to get
implode,
that.
you could at
Let's try
least
to get
warn
that
him ahead of
popcorn, that cloak
time.
now, okay? And in turn, get that cotton candy. So to get that, we need to first. Actually, is there any way to use this on Flux or on the
The
squirrel?
squirrel doesn't need to read that. He already knows all that stuff.
Let's see if I can make Flux read it.
My pal Flux. I can't help myself. I just have to take a peek at this book. I can't help myself. I just have to take a peek at this book.
Yeah, I don't think I can get that to Flux. I have a couple ideas though. Alright, so now this is the next puzzle, guys.
We're back.
Well, if it isn't the dynamic duo! Nice to see you boys again.
We need to get. What is this?
The barn is a disaster.
Oh, I get this.
Let me guess. Nefarious.
Who else? He zapped everything in sight with that hideous ray
Hey guys,
of
give me
his.
1 sec. Be
Zap,
right back.
zap here, and a zap, zap there. Here a zap, there a zap.
Everywhere is zap zap.
You must have been worried that Nefarious would hit you.
I was. I'm glad I was able to outrun him.
Yeah, good thing you outrun him.
Just a little joke.
And I'm back. Okay, so let's do this puzzle.
So you're willing to trade your cloak if we can find you something,
You gotta be kidding. You mean you don't remember the spiel?
I want something I can wear all day long and all year round, but it doesn't have to be out of this world. I don't want to have a hair out of place, nothing too sappy, and not too many bells and whistles. I don't want a big top, and definitely no cross-dressing.
Thanks. I admire a guy who knows what he doesn't want.
Alright, so
Well, we gotta be going.
All right,
Yeah,
boys,
so I gotta pick
but
a
don't
costume
forget
that
about your
matches
friend
the
the
exact
Carecrow.
description.
Be sure to keep me posted, as if I wasn't already.
it might take a couple tries. There's some trial and error here. Good old-fashioned trial and error.
To you.
Oh, yes. The fugitives are around here somewhere. I can smell them.
I think that might have been me.
Perhaps the fugitives are at the costume shop, procuring garments with which to disguise themselves.
Move it.
Something tells me those three unpleasant henchmen-like voices
Alright,
belong
so
to the
right now,
Nefarious'
when
three
these
unpleasant
villains come,
henchmen.
pretty
What
much,
are we gonna do?
you have to
Think.
hide, or else you're gonna get
Flux,
caught.
think.
If you get caught, they're gonna throw you in jail. You're gonna go into the change room, and that'll be the victim for
Move it. They can't have gotten far.
Phew, that was a little too close for comfort.
No kidding. Talk about small dressing rooms. It was kind of dicey when the henchmen came in too.
Sigh. Would you like to trade books?
Mating habits of the malevolated forest squirrel? Oh my god! No way.
Way.
What a totally cool book. Thank you so much.
The, king
redeem
would
the
like to
coupon
redeem
now.
his free rental voucher now.
Let's see. The voucher's authorized. Cool. Okay, well, first let me give you his free gift.
You mean his free rental?
No, I mean his free gift. Here you go.
It's a fly suit.
Yeah, it didn't really, work out as a rental. Nobody around here wants to look like a fly, I guess. But I thought, maybe Hugh would like it as a token of appreciation for his business and stuff.
Great! I can't wait to show him.
And don't forget his free rental. Is King Hugh looking for anything in particular?
We'll know it when we see it.
Okay, take whichever one you want.
Sorry guys, I ate some sour milk. Oh, I ate it because I was eating cereal. Makes sense, guys. Trust me. Alright. So we gotta figure out what to get this lovely scarecrow. I have to get him something. Oh, no bells and whistles. It'd be easy to eliminate stuff. So let's see. He can't wear Santa because that's not all year round. He can't wear a dress because that's a he doesn't want to cross dress. This has this one has bells and whistles, but this one doesn't. That one has hair. Definitely not that spacesuit.
Just a sec.
Because it has a whistle. No,
Here
it's
you
okay.
go.
I could just switch it.
Enjoy, okay?
Okay.
You're right, though. He did say no bells and whistles.
Would it be okay if we exchange this?
Oh, go for it. Pick a
do it.
costume.
Oh, God,
Any
I gotta get rid of
costume
that
at
milk.
all.
Sorry. Something tasted wrong. I was thinking something wrong with the cereal, but I was like, why is it cereal can only get stale. It can't taste sour. I think it is this one. For past experiences, I think it's this one. But if I'm wrong, we can come back.
Here you
It
go.
might be pajamas, because
Enjoy, okay?
I mean, I could wear pajamas anytime, whenever. Neither one of us are actually wearing pajamas right now, sadly, but. Alright, man. I'm gonna give him this, and it's like a harlequin or something.
I think we found
Or is it a
what you're
girl?
looking for.
Is that a girl?
Oh, goody, goody, goody!
Oh! Yeah, first try. He's like, ah, yeah. It was. You know why I remember I didn't pick that one first when me and Brooke were playing? It's because I remember that he said no cross-dressing, but I associated, I thought that was like a girl version of like a gesture.
Oh, no, please!
Oh shit. Hey, I didn't get my corn. That corn.
Oh no, look at the
Oh, there it is.
scarecrow. This is terrible.
Yeah.
It's just there on the floor.
After all that effort, our costume is ruined.
Don't forget to pick up that.
Sorry, guys. I'm afraid I have to commandeer this corn cob. It might prove crucial for the successful completion of our tippy-top secret mission.
Yeah, we might need a snack.
That's like a really unfriendly scarecrow. I don't think I should talk to him.
This guy's as rank as a row of soldiers.
So let's see. So let's go make some popcorn. So I'm pretty sure for this is not how you make popcorn in real life, guys. So I do not recommend this, but in this game, just go ahead and throw that corn right in there.
That was cool. But remember, don't try this at home.
now I got my popcorn, and I can give the fluffy, fluffy bum bun. And she'll give me some cotton candy. Alright, fluffy, fluffy bum bun. Here's your popcorn.
Fluffy, we have a special surprise for you.
It's popcorn, isn't it? Right? Isn't it? Huh? So what are you waiting for? Give me my popcorn!
Sure. Here you go.
Popcorn! My favoriteest! Oh, boy! Here, you can have this old cotton candy.
I'll take that cotton
I
candy with the
hate it
popcorn.
anyway.
Thanks.
Hate's a strong word to use. Alright, so now I got that cotton candy, so let's see. I got the stars.
The Malevolator.
We could go try to see the stuff we got so far, see where we're at. To do, I don't think there's anything else to grab in these places.
The costume shop.
I'll head back to the palace for now. Let's go work on the
Exactly. Oops. Wait for me!
So the new parts go in those compartments around the cutifier's deck?
Yes, that's right. When you've installed all the components, you simply press that big red button to run the machine. If there are any problems, the computer will let us know.
Well, let's see where we're at so far, guys. Alright, so let's see. So the first thing, they already gave us the sugar, so that was a given. That was the example. So sugar and spice. So, let's see. For dagger, I do have the one for dagger. I have the cloak. That's it. Alright. This one's the shields and stripes. Oh yeah. Hearts. We'll skip the hearts.
Don't forget your things! I'll just put these things back where you had them before. There!
Let's see. I know this goes in here. It's like a stick. It's like a spear. And it's like this is a weird one, guys. Sticks and stones. But this is like it's like a metal skier stick. I do have bells. Where are they? There they are. Where's the whistle? It's over there. Ball, rocks, bow. Okay. So something polish. One of them has to do with this fish, but it's not this fish. It's a fish. You know that. Pepper. Is there anything related to pepper here? Or cotton candy? So, oh yeah. Salt and pepper. That's for sure. Oh, I think.
There must be a more convenient way to do that.
Just checking. But I don't know if there's an actual arrow, but I'll put this there for now. And Lilo can figure out a better place to put this. Nuts and bolts, yeah. I don't. Oh, but I have an idea where I get bolts from. Oh, yeah. I was actually thinking the actual bolt. Oh, but this is a bolt in here, so yeah. I was just thinking about where I can get some bolts. But yeah, that's true. That's where I get the nuts from that squirrel. Okay, well, so I still need to figure out conclusively if something goes where this bow and arrow goes. This is a ball, so I guess it'll make sense when it comes up.
Don't forget your things!
Let's see how it
Yeah,
goes, guys.
genius!
I think now I could get inside that club though, guys. So let's go back to that that world. So we'll just take the shortcut there.
Ready, Flux? Into the hole!
I love it.
You know, I kind of like hole travel.
Put on this cloak.
You don't suppose this cloak is the proper attire for Seedy's club?
Only one way to find out. Evening, man.
Stop flirting, Jack, or I'll kick out your insides and turn your empty hide into a party dress.
All the gin joints, and all the towns, and all the world, we walk into hers.
Right, I'm in. Bowling alley.
To you.
You're first.
Forget about it. You just shut up.
Oh man, guys, I hope I don't get captured right
Of
now.
course we should search this area. For all we know, the fugitives could be hiding right here, in our own backyard.
Wait a minute, we have a backyard?
Perhaps they have sought refuge in Seedy's club.
Move it!
Uh-oh! Henchman alert!
We're doomed!
No, we're not! We can always... well,
Changing room, maybe?
Move it! They can't have gotten far!
Alright. That's
we did it! We outwitted 3 morons.
Well, at least it beats being outwitted by 3 morons.
okie dokie. Let's talk to
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me? What kind of talk is that? Take my advice. A guy could find himself with his face caved in mouthing off like that at my club. Did you clowns figure it was ladies' night or something?
Ah, shut up, you bald-headed twit.
That's better. Now, what can I do you for, creeps?
We like 2 pairs of shoes. I'm a size 10. My friends are...
Oh, a couple of hot shots, huh? Well, listen, I see hot shots like yous come through here every day, gunning for old Seedy. And I watch them crawl right back out the door. Losers, every damn one. Now, why don't yous two just... blow?
I don't understand. Gunning? For you? I only asked for some shoes.
Listen, chump. The only shoe you'll get from me will need to be surgically removed from your rectum. Wait a minute.
Yo,
you two ain't aware that I, Seedy, am the one and only champion of hairpin bowling?
No, hold on. Hairpin bowling?
Where you jerks been, baking cookies? Hairpin bowling is the toughest, gruelingest, sweatingest sport ever invented. It's so tough, you gotta fight for a lane. And once you get a lane, the only score what counts is a strike. And nobody ever scores a strike. That is, nobody but me.
This is like one of these rigged games here.
I can tell by the house
Maybe
rules
he's
that you're a
just-
fair man,
Maybe he's a really
Seedy.
good bowler or
Deranged,
something.
but fair.
But tell me, why is everybody fighting to get a lane? What's the big attraction?
Well, a good rumble is reason enough for most of us. But there is the added incentive of a prize. See, you score a strike, you win these three beautiful golden pins. Yeah. Yeah. Take a good look, chumps. That's the last you'll be seeing of these. Unless you score a strike, that is.
So, CD, what's your secret?
I'll try.
Why are you the only one who's ever scored a strike?
To be a world-class bowler, you need years of practice, huge cojones, and of course, my special technique.
cojones.
Step aside, losers. Watch and learn.
I was gonna show us, man. He's got moves, bro.
That's gotta hurt.
I think he did. That's right. Now,
Look, Mom, no hands. Oh.
no hand. Let's go see.
Strike. Turned up.
Ah, that kind of hairpin bowling.
And yes, sport fans, all the animals were harmed during that performance. I guarantee you.
You must make your mama very proud.
Yes, that's for your bowling technique. Well, it's very unique.
Yeah, it's a real gas.
Well, well, ain't we cheeky?
I guess the bottom line is that it works.
That's right. But not just any old bum could pull it off.
All right, no more wisecracks.
So I can ask him some specific questions. Let's ask him about Tim Curry.
So, CD, you and the Flyers ever get together and go bowling?
Nah, his dark unholiness rarely graces us with his royal presence. He just hangs out in his impenetrable island fortress, castle, place, thing, working on his dreams for global domination, torturing the innocent and laughing like a madman.
Whoa, that's a tough schedule.
Have you ever been inside his fortress, castle, place, thing?
Are you kidding? Nobody wants to go inside that joint. Of course, if he's not careful, a guy could get himself dragged inside by the Count's tree goons. Talk about freaks.
You mind running through the rules for hairpin bowling again?
Okay, suckers. You're free to use any technique that trips your trigger. But the ball's gotta make it in one piece all the way to the pins. And the only score what counts
Here's a strike.
Should you do the impossible and score a strike, the grand prize of 3 golden pins is all yours.
Mr. Seedy, I was wondering if we might get another demonstration of your fascinating bowling technique.
Yeah, I miss that
Schultz,
icky feeling it
put
gave
it
me.
up your butt
Sure.
again.
I thought you jerks would never ask.
He just always has that on behind the counter. He's ready to go.
That's gotta hurt.
Look, Mom, no hands. Oh. Strike! Turned up.
What do you know about the Count's henchmen?
Those three half-finished morons who work for Nefarious? That's sort of the Malevolence PD. Creepy mothers, too. Rumor has it that old Nefarious brought him back from the dead. Naturally, they think he's just a cat's meow. They kiss his butt up and down, do whatever he says. You know, toadies, they kinda make me sick.
Hold on. He brought them back?
From the dead?
Sure, but don't get excited. It's not all it's cracked up to be, all right? These chumps weren't exactly in tip-top shape when they came to. One guy couldn't hear, one couldn't talk, and one couldn't see. The robot maker across the way rigged up phony eyes and ears and whatnot. Like I said, real creepy.
Yes.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Seedy, sir.
I thought I told you. Manners only maketh trouble around here, punk.
I think what Drew meant to say was, "Stuff it, you bloated bag of gas!"
Excuse me, Mr. Bear?
Burn, baby, burn.
Never mind.
Nice.
Burn, baby, burn.
My pal Flux.
The bear's beloved bowling ball.
The bear doesn't strike me as the sharing type.
Gotta do something to it. Only jumping means do anything, but let's see. Put him in there. Okay, let's try it next. Try it. Like anything else will work in there. That's a fly suit. I know what that's for. So I'm gonna try to put Flux into the bowling ball. I don't know if that's gonna work, but let's see. Is that your
Mind if I change into something a little more comfortable?
I think you have to put something in the bowling ball to get rid of him. Where's this hunk of meat come from? There's a hunk of meat on the floor. I need that. Oh, yeah. Wrong. What is this? Can I interact with this? Yeah. I brought something for you, buddy. Where is it? Here it is. What do you think of this?
Boy, this is a great book. There's all sorts of interesting stuff in here. Puzzles, stories. Say, would you like to hear a story?
Of course not.
Ah, come on, you'll like it. It's a story about a genie. The smartest genie in the world.
He certainly couldn't be as clever as I.
No one ever stumped the genie until one day the king's sister's best friend's hairdresser came to see him.
Did she?
She asked, "What is the one question that you can't answer?"
That's nice. So, seen any good movies?
Hold on a second. See, I thought maybe I'd ask you the same thing.
Same thing? What? Same thing.
You know, what's the one question you cannot answer?
This is absurd.
Well?
It's...
You can't answer my question?
Stop it! I'm thinking. There's nothing I cannot answer. Nothing. I can't. Oh, I don't feel well. What have you done? Impudent meat puppets? What have you done? Done.
I knew he was smarter than old Bolt Brain. So what is the one question he can't answer anyway?
Oh boy.
Don't think about it. Your hair will explode.
Let's
like
take
that
the
robot.
plunger.
You blow off a guy's head and then take his plunger. Now that's low.
I don't have any use for the head of a broken down megalomaniacal robot.
Just another example of the power of the written word.
I'm not sure these robots are the work of someone who's brilliant or completely insane.
In my experience, the two usually go together.
I guess really I went through the trouble of blowing this guy's head off was just to get this plunger. No, is that I have no use for the head of the robot. Okay, so for right now, let's see. That's back to Wolfstead. Flight suits to go down a toilet. Oh, the problem is not reaching up there. Yes, a squirrel. I think I have to do something involving the squirrel and
A hand holding a wide awake mouse. I think this shuttle has its hands full already. I think this shuttle has its hands full already.
I was wondering if I could somehow use the mouse for the squirrel somehow. No, I'm not sure what the hook means for it, though. It's gonna come in handy. Let's see what I got so far. I got the dough. Got this. This has nothing in it.
Flux, go up there and ask the squirrel if you can grab his nuts.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, it doesn't even give me a chance to do anything. It might have something to do with the mating thing earlier. That's why it just got really creepy. Do I have the feather yet? Or anything ticklish? Nope. I don't think so. Let's go back into here. Let's see. Back in here. Nothing else there. Fishers, nothing else. In the bakery. Where we got the dough. Oh, I think I know. Will this work?
Ready, Flux? We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Let's find out what top secret royal goodies are locked away in this cupboard.
I don't think that's the
It's top
Oh,
secret
that's it.
royal
That's how we're gonna
stuffed
get the nuts.
kitty cat.
Hurrah!
This is related to it.
Whoops! Look at that. That toy cat just fell off the shelf and landed in my pocket.
Stealing from his royal smiliness is truly despicable, Drew. Do it again.
Actually, that was a good idea to go there.
He might find that interesting, but I don't think he can see it from up there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think she's his type.
I have to mod her up. So let's see, is there anything I combined with her here?
Perfect. A hopping, beat-up, stuffed cat.
Okay. Let's just check. I didn't know that was gonna work. Glad it did. Okay. Let's try this and see what happens. Nope, there's gotta be a different color.
Unfortunately, I don't think she's his type.
Let's see. Let's go back to
That's the most ridiculous contraption I've ever seen.
Of course it is! It's the Zany Doo Shuttle!
No. It's yellowfin. It actually, its purpose is to do this. The elephant. It's mean. Can't do anything about this.
I may not be the world's snazziest dresser, but I'm not going to wear Scarecrow's cast-offs unless I absolutely have to.
Okay, so I thought that was squared away. Oh, I know it's...
My pal
so
Flux.
I gotta figure out this clock next, so I guess that's the next puzzle I can try to work on. So basically, nothing. It's just the levers that change the clock. So it's gonna ring when I get it right. So what could it be? Let's try 12 o'clock on the dot. Yeah. I can't believe this dude has been on this forever. That wasn't it. But maybe... That is 12 o'clock, right? Yeah, that's 12 p.m. The small hand is our... Could it be the opposite? Could it be 6 o'clock? Oh, I see. You think it's maybe 12 exactly. That's hard. Let's see if I can do that. And I might be able to make it happen. It's just we have to turn this. This one moves the small one a certain amount of times, and you just kind of have to plan it. Like, I could get it to be whatever time I want it to be. I just don't know if that's actually going to be the right time. That's not it though. So it's not midnight. Let's try a 6. Well, that was perfect, but that wasn't it either. So, oh wait, that's the same time as before. I meant to try it the opposite way.
Hey, we got the clock to work.
That was it. So it was 6 o'clock. I don't think I could do anything with this.
That mechanical bird is in even worse shape than the clock.
Well, I guess it's okay, so I think that made the scarecrow. Oh no, scarecrow's still here. But that made the scarecrow go away. And I could go into here. Pretty sure this is gonna be.
Think anyone would mind if I took a quick whiz?
Mind? This is a sophisticated piece of sporting equipment. Next, you'll be wanting to besmirch the Scroll of Wisdom.
Looks like the toilet is clogged.
Can't fish flush with a clogged toilet. No way, no how.
I guess so, right? It made no sense. That was just seemed like a random time for it to be, but flushing hour.
I better not.
So now that's fixed. So now I can flush this fish.
Looks like the toilet is clogged.
Can't fish flush with a clogged toilet. No
Didn't
way,
I already
no
unclog it?
how.
I thought I did. Let's try it again.
Too bad the robot maker couldn't be here to see what we did with his gadget.
The shock probably would have blown his head clean off. That hadn't happened already.
So now it's fixed, right?
I haven't had this much fun since my goldfish died.
All right, perfect. So there's a right fish to this.
Go fish!
Just not sure what it is. I gotta stop it at the right time. I think it's a koi fish. So one of the ones that's not common. I don't think it's that purple fish. It might be that yellow puffer fish. Or it might actually. What fish is it? Fish or I don't know, it's like a koi. It was weird. I don't remember how I figured this one part out. It might be, I think it's exactly a fish. Got him. It might be this one. I don't know if it tells me the type of fish it is.
Nice catch!
Yeah, did you see the top of the fish house? When I walked in here?
A soul.
Oh, a soul. That is the type of fish. A heart and soul. Yep, I found my piece. That fish goes right here. Heart and soul. Hey man, that Beavis and Butt had freaking Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. I forgot what that's called now. Oh yeah, it's an emocon. That's really cool, man. Actually, all your emocons are really cool. All I have is freaking rhyme style emocons. I'm pretty sure I need this sign, but I don't remember how to get this freaking scarecrow to move. It'd be great if I could just like whack it with this hammer.
Won't work.
But
Forget it.
I don't think he wants to condone animal abuse here. This game is from the 90s though, so that makes sense. I remember playing this game on a CD-ROM before Steam was ever a thought. I've got to do something to this. I got to do something to this cat to make that squirrel do naughty things to it. And I'm not sure what it is. I'm missing something. I put jumping beans in it, but that wasn't enough. I think I actually have to get captured at this point and go into the castle. It's been a long time since I played this game. Let's see. So I got this tunnel.
A cheap chain from the arcade.
Nice. Cheap chain from the arcade.
A spit.
A spit.
A hopping, beat-up, stuffed cat.
Okay.
A disgusting hunk of chewed meat. A soul. A plunger. Sickly, sweet, cotton candy.
Sickly sweet? That's a pretty good description for it, though. You know what? Let me grab some more of this, Hey man, the real doctor, if you're still here, check this out, man. How's this for some friggin' adult art? You ever seen a sheep
my cream!
being the slave to a cow mistress?
The first round was so good. Maybe I'll try second.
More, you sack of mutton!
But you never thought you'd see Christopher Lloyd missing. So they want me to bring them Zane to torture them.
More, you
And I remember it's something to tickle them, and I've yet to fulfill that quota. Ha ha ha. I know it gets too much. Before it was like a happy little barn. Then it got hit by the evil Malevolator beam. Yeah, now he's like an evil friggin' scarecrow. Oh, so I'm at the point where now I gotta think, what else haven't I done? But just then, you know what? I'm gonna let myself get captured. Because I think I've done everything I can here, and I think
But what if one of us gets lost?
I gotta find
All right, men, let's
stuff
stay close.
now
Let's check
in
the
the
bakery.
castle.
I could be wrong, but I think Nefarious's henchmen are about to make a special guest appearance.
What the hell are we gonna do?
Let me think. Hurl concussion bagels at them? No.
The fugitives! Grab them!
Well, at least the cell is carpeted.
Letting those morons catch us was really stupid. The carpeted cell is way better than we deserve.
No. Getting caught was just kinda stupid. Letting them lock our stuff in the safe, that was really stupid. We're trapped in a prison without our stuff. We're doomed.
Don't worry, Flux. I'll get us out of here. Lickety split.
Lickety split, huh?
Split? Just help me think of a plan.
I'm still hanging on it. Okay.
Closed and locked.
Oh, you know what's funny? I think I don't have any of my equipment anymore.
Closed and locked.
Well, that's it. The game's over, guys. Let's see. You try to do something. What was that? So I just walk back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yo, look, I'm raiding over here, man.
That keypad must open the door. Quick, Flux. What's the capo?
It's 1, 2, 3.
Really?
No. Yikes! You're like a big bug zapper. Can I call you Sparky?
Did I do anything? Nope. More charge. My name is Barry Allen. And I am the Flash. How big of a static charge do you think I could get? I think it's probably it for the special effects.
New lightning blank strikes again!
Makes sense. Just keep doing it over. This is a horrible security system, I gotta tell you. Makes no sense. Personally, I don't know, I think I would take just staying in the cell over getting static electricity over and over again.
I wish we knew the combination.
Almost there. One more charge. Come on, Doc Brown.
Nice work, Drew!
What's that?
And look, your hair has extra body, too.
Really, thanks, folks.
Nothing's on.
No. You're gonna make me do this all over again? Oh, I hate you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This time it's a full picture. I see. You think just because you made it a longer picture. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. This is what I'm going to be struggling with before. Oh man, pal. What would I do? Look at that. Alright. That goes there, I'm pretty sure. And that's gotta go up there. So we're gonna get it. I'm gonna just do this. sure needs to go there. I feel it's close. Just gotta go over here. It's probably the most annoying part of this game, but I'm not gonna lie. When you're into it, you zone out. You just wanna get it. The solution looks simple. Gotta fix some of the stuff going on over here. Let's see what fix it. It's like you're so close but yet so far. I totally regret getting caught now. If I was done with this stupid puzzle. Now I gotta solve this dumb puzzle again. And I gotta solve a hard variant of said puzzle. Because now it has all the pieces, and now you have to juxtapose them all in the right position. Yeah, I mean, you bastard, I'm not even more further than I was before. Give me that W, come on. Please. For the love. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Alright. That's Miles needs to go here. That needs to go there. 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 Okay, this is pretty close. Alright, so for a while. Every time you think you're close, you get further away from where you need to be. It's like one of those puzzles that like you see it clearly. It's just if you don't plan everything precisely the way it has to be, you're just trying to get everything on the same level at first. I know where all these pieces go to an extent. But then you have to. At this point, I'm thinking about resetting it.
One more time.
A reset. There's an empty space? I thought there wasn't an empty space. The empty space got to be all the way to my bottom right corner. Alright, so let's see, let's make this happen. Oh, I almost got this. I think it's it. Yes! Success! Oh man. You know that feeling when you get that accomplishment? That was such a bad mistake. So there's stuff I still need to do, other conditions I guess I need to fulfill at this point. So let me just look around again everywhere. Let me go back up here. I didn't see anything up here. Okay. Check back in the wolf's den again. Can I do anything in here? Like,
There must be a more convenient way to do that.
I can put this back on here.
I'll just put this back where I found it.
I can. So that means there's probably a use for it, possibly. Let's see. Can I put the freaking thing back on it? Oh, I can. Great. Gonna bake some bread now. Ooh, some bread sounds actually good right now.
Hey, I didn't know you could cook. I mean bake. I mean barbecue.
This thing is not. It should be like super duper hot, but like whatever. He just like picked it up. It's all good. Is there anything here? That was one more item at least that I didn't have before. So that's good. I'll take it. Can't do anything that. Can't do anything.
I did Malevolandian Briar Patch. Hedgium Thornius, bye-bye. This guy's as rank as a row of soldiers.
Do I have any? Still don't have anything ticklish, right? The piano?
Oops.
Alright, piano please.
We're back.
This lady again.
Something's different about you. I know.
Oh, yeah.
You used to be purple.
No, that's him.
Oh my God. Sorry. Sometimes I can be such a ditz.
I hope that book is deep enough for you.
Please! I mean, sure, the plot is a little predictable, but some of the symbolism is just awesome.
That book has symbolism?
But, you know, Enigma was cool too.
Okay, that was
Well, see you later, Misfit.
For sure. Stay rad.
That was a book about mating habits of a squirrel. But that does not help me, except that squirrels are horny. And so far I'm trying to make this cat look more like a squirrel, I guess, in order to make that happen. I would think all you have to do is like dip it in this like ink that I have here, but it's actually not that easy. Unless, yeah, that's not gonna work. You guys have any ideas in the stream? I don't know if anyone else played this game before. I've played this game before, but it's been a long time. I haven't been here.
I can't seem to keep my hands off this organ.
I've been there, buddy.
I wish I could play the piano like you. It just goes on loop if I just sit here forever.
Done yourself,
if I just Twitch stream freaking Christopher Lloyd just playing virtual piano forever.
Top of the morning to you,
Scottish, Irish
amigo.
man.
Top of the morning to you too.
Help.
Boy, I
And
hate it
help
when
me
people
with-
try to ingratiate themselves, especially with dairy products.
And how is me lovely purple friend today?
Oh, top of the morning, me good sir. Hutzman, ok, ay, bagora, bagora.
Oh man. I want to finish this game tonight.
That's an interesting organ you have there.
Oh, my kilt's riding up against it.
But
No. I mean
might
a
not get to
piano
this
type
rate.
organ thingy.
Oh,
Full stuff
yes,
here.
of course.
And this second
She's
act of this game
Hamlin
has some
pipe
pretty hard
Top of the
stuff.
line she is.
Until recently, she used to get a lot of use.
Why, the Baker Boys performed in here almost every day.
Until the offy business with the brothers' disappearance. Sorry, gotta go. We have some
Gotta
cables
go.
to toss.
Yeah, so I guess I should say bottom of the morning to you, or something.
Oh well, come again soon. Woohoo!
Let's talk to Fluffy Bum.
Hello,
again.
Fluffy.
Oh boy! My special friends are back!
Drew, if I ever get like that, shoot me.
So, Fluffy, what's new with you?
Nothing. I'm still just the cutest little bunny bun that you ever did see. Why, I'm just like a flower. Pretty, soft, sweet smelling.
Gee, that's super.
So, Fluffy, do you and Huey ever hang out?
I'm afraid we don't see each other as much as we used to. He's just too tied up these days.
Well, old Huey took time out of his busy schedule to hang with us. I guess you're just a lower priority.
Oh no, I don't think so. You see, I haven't seen him lately because I had the good grace not to disturb him during a crisis. I understand the true meaning of friendship.
Ooh, ouch.
I guess you heard the Nefarious hit the farm.
I know, and I think it's just terrible. But in times of trouble, there's no point getting upset. You just have to take a deep breath and smile and say, damn you, Nefarious! That was my barn! My barn! And what I mean is, you should always look on the bright side. Happy day! Happy day!
Whatever you say, Fluffy. And you too, Fluffy.
See you later, Fluffy.
You'll be back soon. It's hard to stay away from such cuteness and charm.
Not really.
I know I need this glue.
Mince my meat!
Glue is something you earn, slug. What have you done for us lately?
Mince my meat!
Hi, lady. Dames.
I'm with that
Look,
one user,
Polly,
man. This
the
is
groveling
wait,
worms are back!
doctor.
So, how's the glue making biz?
Exquisite, unlike Polly's pathetic attempts to please me with that stupid whip.
But, Mistress Marge, it's the only torture tool I have.
See you later. We gotta get cracking.
So have I.
This is a dark. Man.
More, you sack of mutton!
I don't think I
Don't spare the rod!
have any item that will help me here. This particular circumstance. How crazy would it be someone would be cool to work and like I'll grab it. I don't think so.
It's nice that you care so much about vultures, Drew.
Huh. Okay, so that kind of helps. Let me go grab another chunk of meat. I'm pretty sure I got another one here. Do I just gotta like wait? Or do I gotta engage in dialogue?
Hello,
Oh, there it is.
sweaty eye.
What do you want, you lousy two-bit parasite?
Sweaty eyes. She's gross. Okay.
On second thoughts, forget it. I'm sick
get
of
it.
staring at your hairy
I don't
yap,
want to talk
see?
to. Okay, so is there anything I could combine this with? Like, can I make a spice? Make it poison? Oh shit! Yeah, I'm gonna. This is savage. I'm gonna go give it to the vulture. Is gonna get poisoned. Oh my. man. That was the last of the poisonous gum. Now I'm gonna get the arrow for the bow
See?
and arrow.
That just goes to show that vultures shouldn't eat poisoned carcasses.
Drew, you are not only my friend,
Yes.
you're my teacher.
Progress.
You never know when you might need a big arrow sign.
Savage. Okay, grab a feather from
Now that
this. That's what
vulture
I
is,
needed.
well,
There's
vulture
the
bait.
only other place I could think to get a feather from. Loose feathers.
Think anyone would mind if
Yes.
I took this
And now I'm
feather?
gonna be able to get the glue.
I've heard it said that plucking a feather from a fallen bird is a noble gesture of compassion and respect.
I'll buy that.
Of course, the guy who said it was drunk at the time, and everyone else thought he was a moron.
A vulture feather.
It's gonna get really intense.
Whip my cream! A feather.
A feather?
A feather! It's brilliant!
It is.
Think about it.
Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Ah, of course! Now, you worms may take some glue.
Okay.
Punisher Polly doesn't like ingratitude.
That's all it
Thank you both so much.
All I was needed was a tickle. That was the only fetish he had in
Feel
this
free
experience.
to stick around and watch,
Who knows what
won't
type
you?
of sick,
Tickle me,
twisted
my
things they're
wild and woolly
into.
one. Tickle me until
I
I
just know
scream
I don't
for
think I have
mercy.
to do anything else here ever again.
Gee, I just love happy
Maybe I just gotta get more
endings.
glue again.
Can we go now?
Alright, so I got this glue. I need these nuts. Think, can I do like
There must be a more convenient way to do that.
or something like yeah? So I can make that sticky. That can I stick this on
That's
there?
cute.
Is this enough? I don't know. Let's see if this works. You think this looks like a a female squirrel? It's like jumping now. It's got some buck teeth. Oh man, you guys are about to. Oh, it was almost his type, but not quite.
Almost seemed
Oh
interesting.
man, I think I have to paint it or something. That's all that makes sense. Oh, let's see. What else could I do to this freaking cat? It feels like I just need to roll it in ink. That is not what needs to be done.
I think I'll need to use something to combine these. I think
Wait.
I'll need to use something to combine these.
Like, this will work?
There must be a more convenient way to do that.
Wait, yo, I think.
Oh,
Wow, okay. This is getting nuts now. Ha, no pun intended.
Oh, that was sweet. Bizarre, but sweet.
You realize it'll end in divorce. They just have nothing in common.
Nothing in common. Alright, Flux. Time to do your thing.
Flux, could you go up there and grab those nuts?
Sure. You never know when some extra nuts will come in handy.
think I have everything I need for the cutifier now. Let me go re-examine it and see how it goes.
Of course! What was I now? Let's see where we left off last time.
Alright. Just put this one back. I have the arrow now. So this is the bolt. So, let's see. Heart and soul.
A spit. A soul.
Okay. Bells and whistles. I wonder why. Right? I played with my mom. It was great. It gets pretty dark though, so I could see why.
Don't forget your things!
Yeah, probably. If you guys give me a second. Hey, thanks for asking though. I appreciate it.
Sheer genius! What was I thinking of? Oh, I forget. I'll just put these things back where you had them before. There!
spit. Mistress Marge's glue. Mistress Marge's glue. A plunger. A plunger. Enigma, a book of insoluble paradoxical puzzles. A portable hole. A stamping pad. A gold-plated watering can. A red rubber glove. A giant mallet from Whack-Me. Where else? An ultra-powerful Whack-Me magnet. King Hugh's music box with ink on it. A cheap chain from the arcade. The Malevolator. A spit.
Nope. You know, it would help if I unmute my mic, right? This is streamer problems, dude. I'm honestly hoping that one day, not so small time, and I have more than 4 viewers. But my fear is that this happens to me when I have like 100 viewers and people start trolling me, and actually my worst fear, I don't even really mind they troll me because at least that means they're here viewing me. But my worst fear is that all of a sudden that 100 people just cuts down to like 50 or less. Let me know if you guys can hear me better now, and is this a nice mix of audio and me talking? I don't like to cut myself out too much, or cut out the game too much. I'm sorry. I like to let you guys hear this. Yeah, the only reason I would put this here is because, like, it makes me think when I, like, you know, when you play basketball, some people wear like big chains in my neighborhood. So it's a ball and chain, or maybe you can wear it like a ball, like a necklace. Actually, I'm 100% know what the last one is. The last one is the pin, the gold pin from that one bowling place, because pins and needles. That one's, now I get that one when you put. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You gotta start somewhere, You know, what are you gonna do?
Don't forget your things!
So now, somehow, I gotta get a bear to freaking let go of a bowling ball. Alright, well, I'm just glad, you know, you guys are with me here right now. I can't just go into this club. I gotta first put on my disguise. You know, the problem is, some of these items, even if I am correct, they could be reused. And, you know, I could use them for something else right now.
We're just passing through.
Then hustle, unless you want to see my fist passing through your face.
Burn, baby, burn.
This becomes painfully obvious to me now. Because I didn't have this before. This seems like the perfect hijinks. I gotta figure out how to make my volume louder, because right now I don't think my audio for my voice could go any higher. Oh, you guys are about to see some hijinks happen for sure right now. Yes. Yo, the real Dr. Nug, man. I'm telling you, your icons, man. They're on point, dude.
Good style, good form, good adhesion. Overall, I'd give him a 9.
Real Dr. Nog. Do you like eggnog?
Excuse me, sir.
What Drew's trying to say is, aloha, dung ball.
What do you two losers want now?
You guys want to see him throw a bowling ball with his butt
My friend and I
cheeks?
are having a tough day. We were wondering whether we could take a peep at you shoving a ball up your ass by way of a small pick-me-up.
But, of course.
That's gonna hurt.
Yep, right where the sun don't shine. It doesn't get old. This is great.
Mom, no hands. Oh.
No hands, ma. Hey, the real Dr. Nog. Do you like eggnog?
You know anything else about Nefarious' henchmen?
For crying out loud, I told you the whole story. These three half-finished creeps owe Nefarious their crummy zombie lives.
Yeah,
so
now I
they
can get that
pretty
ball
much
for
do his
real,
bidding,
exactly.
No questions asked. Got it?
Can you run through the rules for bowling once more?
Score a strike and win the golden pins. Or don't and fail miserably. My money, by the way, is on you failing. Miserably.
You seem to pull a lot of weight around here, CD.
Are you pretty tight with Nefarious?
You still on that? I told you, the Count ain't sociable. He lords over everything from up in his fortress castle place thing. No one gets in and no one comes out. He sends his 3 goons to do his dirty work.
Say, why don't you just beat it, mister?
No, is that all you got, flower girl?
And eat crap and die while you're at it.
By George, I think she's got it.
Alright, so now I'm gonna... Bro, you want me to see him clinch it with his butt again, man? I think you have like a butt fetish, man. I'm gonna go for the ball.
CD was right. I'm never gonna get a strike.
Never say never. Like that, is that what that Justin Bieber song was called? Or Never Say Never? I don't know. Can I do this?
I know this may be kind of unpleasant for you, little buddy.
Flux?
But I want you to know that it hurts you more than it hurts me.
Oh, this is gonna happen.
Sweet.
It's totally
Hey,
gonna
wait
happen.
a minute. Oh no, I'm dead.
Huh?
Whoa, whoa,
You did it!
Whew, thank goodness. I was afraid you'd have to shoot me out of your butt.
A strike. I'll be damned.
Yeah, and we didn't even use your special technique.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Those 2 chumps scored a strike. A strike! Nobody scores a strike but me.
But we did.
CD,
A strike.
look, CD, I don't mean to rush the grieving process here, but could we have our trophy? We kind of got to get going.
Ah, take it, you losers. Yeah. Go ahead. Destroy my business. Destroy my reputation. Sure. I can handle it.
Jeez, I hate to see a grown man cry.
Yeah, especially one in a tutu.
Just go.
Hey Rob, make sure you
I guess this means we can't be friends.
continue following me, man. And if you have a YouTube channel, or if you have a YouTube account, if you subscribe to me on there, you're entered in a giveaway. I'm giving away some really cool shirts. It's in my About Me. I actually have a bunch more than what's there. I'm working on getting like a better photo of all of them, but there's some pretty cool ones there. They're like Power Ranger. I don't think I can do anything else here. Yeah, I'm done. I think I got all the pieces.
Presto.
Change-o!
They're like Power Ranger, Pokemon gym shirts, and some Game of Thrones D&D shirts. I'm sending them out to people. Once I pick a winner, every 10 people that follow me, I'm gonna pick someone. So hopefully you get it. I want to have a bunch of shirts. I really want to give them away. Alright, I think this is gonna be endgame right here, man.
Now, let's
Alright,
see
Morty.
where we left off last time.
That's it. If everything's right, then by just putting in these pins, this is gonna turn on, and let's find out. Yeah!
Is that it? Is the
The cutafier's ready.
finished?
Yes.
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 Yes!
Wonderful! So are you fellas ready to go to it?
Yes, sirree. We've never been so...
Alright.
Well, goodness, go and cutify things, of course. What did you think the cutifier was for?
Flux, was this part of the bargain?
I'm not sure.
Do you think we have a choice?
I guess the alternative would be to let Wing Commander here pilot it.
No choice.
That's okay. Maybe this'll be another one of those meaningful life experiences.
I certainly prefer that to one of those meaningless death experiences.
Gentlemen, the time has come to launch the cutifier!
Bric-a-brac,
Yes?
you did remember to build another much larger exit from this hangar, didn't you?
No, it's gonna go right out the ceiling.
Ah, my
Thug
trusted
life.
henchman. Come in, come in. Please, indulge me in one simple question.
Anything, Your Unholiness. You need only...
Where are the fugitives I ordered you to arrest? In your own time?
Why, that's easy, sire. They're right where we left them. Locked in our maximum security cell, our prisoners.
I see. So, tell me, you repellent larvae, how your prisoners managed to reverse the malevolation of Utopia?
Gee, that's a good question. How did they do that?
Silence, fool!
We'll find him, sire, and bring him to you. It's as good as done.
We'll leave no stone unturned.
No rock unrolled.
Your Malevolence, I beg you, give us this one chance to prove that we can do your evil bidding, that we are still worthy.
Go then, but do not fail me again. Remember, reanimating your miserable corpses wasn't easy. Squeezing the life back out of them would be.
Yes, sir.
Hello! Congratulations, your mission was an astounding, tremendous, cutifying success. I've been receiving messages from all over Cutopia, tales of the wonderful transformations taking place. Can you believe it? It really works.
Nope.
I now have the power to cutify anything, anyone. Happy day, happy day.
Yes, it is. Surely is. I'm glad we were able to help
They
Utopia
end.
you. But I am looking forward to getting home now.
And I have every intention of sending you there, just as soon as you finish your end of the bargain.
Finish? But I have finished. The machine is up and running. Utopia is cute again.
True. Yeah. True. But if I'm not mistaken, the deal was for you to cutify the world. Meaning, of course, the whole world, not just Cutopia.
Whole world?
You don't mean... You can't mean... Xanadu?
And the Malevolence, as we agreed.
Wait a minute. I agreed to that.
Why, yes. Oh, come now, Drew. Surely we share the same sweet dream. This is our golden opportunity to spread happiness throughout the world.
But, Your Majesty, if malevolation is bad for Cutopians, then think how cutification will feel to everyone else.
Oh, yeah. My face can only take about 4 minutes of smiling before it starts to hurt.
No, you're just talking silly. What could be bad about cutification?
Sorry, Hugh. This just doesn't seem right. I think we'd better leave well enough alone.
You don't seem to understand. I'm not asking you to do this. I'm ordering you as my loyal subjects.
Now, wait a minute.
Before you speak, think about it. Defy me, and you'll most likely be stuck here forever. Are you really willing to take that chance?
Yes.
Yes. Of course. I knew you'd see it my way. Yes, of course. Yes. What do you mean, yes?
I mean, yes, I'm not going to help you carry out this ridiculous plan.
Yes, of course he's not.
I guess I'll just have to find another way home.
Have it your way.
Another way.
The world will be cutified, and you'll be stuck here forever.
Wrong! The world won't be cutified. Only Flux and I know how to fly the machine, and we, and these, are out of here.
Stop it!
Buster.
You aren't going anywhere. I command you. Stop!
What?
That's right!
Fluffy Bun Bun.
Fluffy Bun!
What a twist!
Everybody's favorite bunny! A bunny with a master plan!
That is never good.
The cutification of the world is only phase 1. Even now, Bric-a-Brac is busy developing an ultimate creative device. One that will give me the power to create all the happy things I desire. In short, I will be a god! Oh, don't worry about
This is
the
getting
puppet
dark
king.
really fast.
He's safely locked away, learning how to be truly happy, just like me. And someday he, too, will take his rightful place at my
Feet.
Woohoo! Time to skedaddle.
Guards! Guards! Seize these enemies of Cutopia.
Uh-oh.
It's not the king! It's Fluffy Bun Bun! Masquerading as Hugh!
Me? A cross-dressing, throne-seizing rabbit? Surely you can do better than that. He has the keys to the machine. Get them. It's time to make our guests cute.
Hey, nothing happened. Flux, okay, it didn't work.
Goodness me, Daru.
For
You are
yourself.
absolutely right.
But the fugitive and his machine are probably nowhere near the castle. As you recall, Hugh and his minions are already cutified.
Yeah, whose idea was it to come here anyway?
Not mine.
Not mine.
Well, it certainly wasn't mine.
Yes, it.
Quiet! We don't have time to argue. We must locate their hiding place.
Let's go that away!
Come on, Flux! Snap out of it! There's a one big chance to get out of here!
Golly, Drew, I am perfectly happy right here. Thanks. You go on ahead.
This one must take more power. Guards!
Yes, your cuteness!
I'm the leader, and I say we go that way.
Oh, hello there. Say, don't I know you?
It's him! Get him!
My plan worked.
Hooray!
You've caused enough trouble, fugitive. We're taking you straight to Nefarious.
He can't have gotten far. Alert the others. Find him.
There's Bleeding Patty King. That's... You're too docile.
You can fly that machine, can't you?
Why, sure I can.
Then do it! Cutify! Oh, I don't know. Everything!
Everything.
Of course, kind sir. Bye-bye.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you?
It's you. I should have guessed. Nefarious!
Silence! That's Count Nefarious to you, little man. Master of the Malevolence, bane of Qtopia, and soon supreme ruler of the world. So please, show a little respect. Where am I? Why, one's dungeon, of course. I trust you find the accommodations to your liking. I do try so very hard to furnish my guests with all the creature discomforts they deserve. I have a reputation to consider, you understand.
What do you want from me?
Want? From you? Nothing. You've done quite enough already, Drew Blank. But tell me, did you honestly believe that you fetid sack of pus, could just waltz into my world, casually thwart my plans for global domination, and then just ride off into the sunset? Think again.
No, thanks. I already gave it the office.
Lovely, isn't it? It contains a little cocktail of my own invention. I suppose in layman's terms, it could be described as a mutagen ink. I won't tax your feeble brain with the details. Suffice it to say that once the serum has worked its way through your body, it will transform the Drew Blank we all know and loathe into a toon, like everybody else. Powerless, vulnerable, and a prisoner in my world forever.
You're not gonna shoot me full of that stuff!
Oh, bravo! For once, you're absolutely right. I'm not going to. I already have.
How diabolical!
Sorry, I can't help but find it all rather amusing. Oh, yes, I know. I can be such a terrible prick.
I'll get out of here, Nefarious, so help me!
Oh, my dear Monsieur Blanc. I wouldn't count on it. Even if you manage to worm your way out of that reinforced cell, the castle is simply crawling with ferocious guards. I'm sure you'd just die if you bumped into them. I'm gonna kill myself. As for possible exit points from the castle, well, I guarantee you'd find the plummet to the surrounding waters below nothing short of breathtaking. So, unless I'm overlooking some small detail, such as a pair of retractable wings that sprout out of your back, I'd suggest you sit back and relax like a good boy and let the mutagen take its course.
You
While I destroy the cutifier.
What?
Just tell me where it is, and I'll leave you to your unpleasant transformation.
Tell you where to find the machine? Ha! Now that is amusing.
Is it? Well, then perhaps you'll tell
Me.
Now! Get your hands off me.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Oh, I'm good. Now, think, Mr. Black. Cutifier. Where is it?
When the machine left King Hugh's castle, it was flying due west. I'd guess it's nearing the edge of Qtopia by now and heading directly for us.
And who is piloting the infernal contraption?
My friend, Flux Wildly.
How convenient. I can destroy the machine and the meddling Zanian, all in one fell swoop. An auspicious start to our partnership, Mr. Blanc. Welcome to the team.
Thank you, Master. I will serve you well. Until I escape.
Impudent fool! Misfortune. Quickly, gaze into the future. I must know. Can this wretched creature escape my castle?
I see Drew Blank remaining your captive forever.
Yes.
Unless...
Unless what?
He will remain your captive unless a lifeless knight walks a dead bird rises aflame, and I myself obey his commands.
Impossible! These absurd things could never come to pass.
Of course, my liege.
Yes, of course. Nevertheless, I will take further precautions. Make no mistake. I will personally blow your friend out of the sky. And as for you, sleepyhead, your life will be an unspeakable atrocity as my obedient slave. Sweet dreams.
That's all really intense.
Well, 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 well. Yeah. My name's Snout. I'll be your merciless dungeon guard for the duration of your stay, which is, eternity. Eternity. So, is that longer or shorter than life?
Longer?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me see what else did it say here. We can escape risk. Well, that's just stupid, you know.
Me.
Of course it'd be risky for you to try and escape. I know who wrote this. In fact, the first risk you'd have to take is getting this out of here. You know, because... So have a nice, what is it? Eternity. Yeah, have a nice eternity, prisoner.
Alright. I think I'm gonna actually take a break from streaming ToonStuck. So if you didn't catch this whole stream, you can follow me on my YouTube channel. Just follow the link down in my About Me, and that should take you right to the channel. You can watch part 1, part 2. I'm gonna upload this one tonight. It should be up tomorrow morning. That will be part 3. I'm actually gonna move on to Marvel Strike Force right now, and I'm gonna play that for a couple hours. So if you guys want to follow me on there, you can. If not, make sure you follow, and I'll let you guys know that I'm gonna do part 4 of ToonStuck. Now that I'm in prison to serve all life and eternity, watching this guy and his boogers. This time, hopefully, I don't accidentally hit the wrong button. So, stream, play part 3. Alright, man. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.